weak as which, but I feel like we all remember what's happening right now.
Yes.
So pretty much, last time...
On Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, you guys... Not all of you, but, you know, we'll zoom through this, you know, you guys met Svarg, New Dawn, met up with you all. You guys trying to figure things out with Cinder. Gonna drag his body through the woods. Ended up doing it. Left him in town. The guy with the crazy hat. All that stuff happened. And you guys went back to Wild Meadow. Crazy shit happened. Brother Paul kind of, left. You guys were wondering where he went. He had a conversation with Svarg. And you guys had your own conversation with Svarg. You came to an agreement, a deal. He's going to help you try and bring Cinder back in exchange for your help with heading to the Shadowed Mountain under his orders to look for some particular things. You had your blood put into this bowl, and there was little figures of you guys kind of animated in this bowl afterwards. Some magic voodoo nonsense. And after lots of discussion, you guys figured out who would kind of take the risk of paying the toll for the resurrection of Cinder, which ended up being Eric. So, after a lengthy session where you guys went through and tried to give Cinder different reasons and wants to come back and all of such things, the ritual was done. Eric was looking a little worn out, a tad older. He had a streak of white hair, and you guys were currently looking after Cinder and Eric, waiting to see what would happen if there was success or not. And the actual session left off with Cinder in a very dark... I think the outfit's kind of cool. A very dark place. He was scared, running, not sure what was going on, calling out for help at some point, and eventually a voice spoke to him and told him that he would be there soon. But first, I just want to check in with the rest of the group. Gustav, Eric, Philia, Teak. At this point, I think the three through someone was looking after Eric. It was Gustav? Yes, no, maybe so.
I don't think so. I think he just went to take a nap.
Okay.
Or did he pass out?
I don't remember.
I believe
guys were looking after
Teek's sitting next to Cinder.
Yeah.
And Philia was sitting next to Eric.
Okay, it was Philia. So yeah, you guys are looking after Cinder and Philia. Svarg is kind of sat down resting not far from you guys. What's everybody doing? What's your plans? Just kind of wait and see what happens with Cinder, or what are you guys thinking?
Has it been explained to us that now we just have to wait?
Yeah, we talked about that last time. Just
Right.
that wait and see what would happen. You know, there's no guarantees. Unfortunately, the cost has already been paid. Whether or not it's successful has yet to be determined.
Let's go run after Brother Paul. No, I'm kidding. I think Teak is probably just going to wait there. I think she might try to maybe maybe position herself so that or maybe move away from Cinder and start to keep watch on the outside, because I believe we probably still need to keep watch, but still staying pretty close to Cinder.
Okay. I mean, you guys don't have to be doing anything crazy if you don't want to be. Just curious if anyone wants to get up to anything. If you all are just waiting, that's fine.
Yeah, my eyes are gonna be trained on Cinder, just hoping for any signs of life. I'm not really paying attention to the surroundings.
Okay. Philia?
Philia's just like looking. Eric's okay. Looks to not Gustav, and just like, maybe he's not doing anything. We're gonna go check up on Cinder now that we know Eric's okay.
Okay. So Philia drops Eric like a hot potato after
Yeah.
he's not fun anymore. And
Well, I feel
goes
bad
to take care of Cinder instead.
We put like Eric up against
I
the
know,
wall.
just
Like,
kidding. You take good care of Eric and make sure that he's well situated before you go to look after Cinder. Eric, are you doing anything or just resting after your...
Eric's just
Okay.
blowing his nose and he's sitting down and he's gonna be like, wow, I don't feel very looked after.
Only there were someone to give me honey and take care of me.
If only my child was here.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
he's just
like
gonna
you
blow his
guys are
nose
just,
and like sit down.
you're just
and watch
taking
the
it
movie.
easy. Cinder.
Yes.
Do you recall where you are and what's happening, Cinder?
I do.
So you've just heard this voice speaking, calling out to you. They said that they would find you to stay where you are. What are you doing?
I'm wiping the tears from my eyes and just waiting, sitting.
Okay. It's, Cinder, what do you make of what's happening right now? You go to wipe your eyes, but you notice the hair on your hands is gone. They're smaller, childlike. Does this alarm you?
It does. I notice it, and then I kind of like stand back up and check just kind of like look at the size of myself.
Okay. As you notice it and go to stand back up and look at yourself, you almost experience this disconnection. As you stand up, your vision shifts upwards and you almost take a step back. But when you look down, you still see, now from a third person perspective, yourself as a child, crying, wiping away the tears on your face. And when you look down at yourself, you just see darkness.
Okay. I don't really know what to make of it.
Yeah, it's quite confusing. Are you doing anything or just watching?
Just watching for now.
Okay. as you continue to watch, out of the darkness, a soft blue light starts to appear in the distance, slowly getting brighter and brighter. And you can see as this soft blue light gets closer and closer, it kind of illuminates the ground underneath of it. And you can see the wooden planks of a floorboard as this now figure, shrouded in a kind of soft blue mist, is approaching your younger self.
I'm just gonna stand there and probably say, "Are you the one that's been calling me?"
You call out to this figure as it slowly approaches you, but you receive no response. And now it's probably 50 feet away, and you can see more clearly a tall, muscular figure with flowing leather kind of I don't want to say kilt, but a flowing leather cloak of sorts attached to his armor. And as it gets closer and closer, you can see he kind of has this wide figure, that of an orcish man of some sort. And you can see his two large tusks protruding from his mouth. He has a big beard around his chin, but no mustache, and just long, dreaded, dark hair. And he slowly approaches, closer and closer. And once he's within 30 feet or so, you can hear the sounds of his footsteps deeply resonating in these wooden floorboards as he walks across. And at some point, he enters a shrouded door frame into a room, and you see him standing above child Cinder, who's now crying. And as he enters the room, it kind of illuminates. And as it does, you recognize this room as the room that you stayed in as a child.
Okay. Well, that feels somewhat more comforting.
And similar to what you've experienced before, you see this figure kneel down next to child Cinder, and he puts his finger under his chin and turns up his head, and you can see his mouth moving, but there's no words coming out. But eventually, he puts his hand on the side of young Cinder's head and uses his thumb to wipe away some of the tears. But it looks like they're having a conversation.
Okay, but I can't hear anything.
Correct.
I'm gonna try to go back into young Cinder if I can.
Tony,
Okay. So you walk back over yourself and kind of kneel down, headed into young Cinder. And at some point, as you do, everything kind of fades to black for a moment. And when it reappears, this ethereal essence is kind of gone. And now as you see everything, it's like it was right in front of your eyes, like it was real. You could touch it, it's tangible. This man is no longer glowing or anything of the sort. Your room, you can see it clearly now, the floorboards, your bed, some wooden toys you have laying around. The hallway shrouded in soft darkness out through your bedroom door. But most importantly, you can hear now the sobbing of yourself, essentially. And you can feel the tears rolling down your face. And at some point, beyond your control, you see your eyes look up and you see in the flesh this man. He has a gray beard, large, orcish man, pointy ears, imposing, built like a truck. But he's leaned down over you. Looks like he's taking care of you. And in this kind of moment, you have a realization that this is something you've seen before. Things are starting to feel more familiar about this situation.
Like it's an event that's happened in the past.
Possibly. Yeah.
Can I say anything?
You can attempt to.
I want to ask, who are you? Who are you?
You attempt to open your mouth and speak, and you can feel what it would feel like to talk right now. And when you open your mouth, no word or sound comes out. Just silence.
Can I grab one of my Just little toys, small toys.
You would like to attempt to grab your toys?
Yeah. I'll grab
Okay.
I'll grab the wooden horse.
As you move your arm to grab this horse, you see that you feel your arm moving past towards this toy, but you see that young Cinder's arm is still resting in his lap.
Okay.
And eventually, as you are watching this happen, you see the man stand up, and he looks sorrowful. He looks sad. And as he turns around to exit the room, you notice something in particular in a pouch he has on the back of his belt. There is a finely crafted set of cards dangling in this pouch. And on the back of them, it's this black, dark gold emblazoned card that looks quite familiar to you.
Like it looks like the same cards that I'm using.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh. I'll try to noticing it. I'll try to like grab the cards. Like I'll try to move over there and take the cards, or like, yeah.
Okay. You almost leap forward, shooting yourself out of your young body. And as you do, almost like a harsh wind moving through a thick fog, you see everything around you just push clear and evaporate. And you fall forward to the ground, your arm raised, reaching out. But there's nothing. But after a mere moment, you see that soft blue light appear in front of you, and you feel something help you to your feet. And as you reach your feet, as you stand tall, you see a maybe slightly older version of the man that you were just looking at. This time, though, he's once again shrouded in this blue mist, his hand on your wrist, helping you up.
That was you from before.
It was. Cinder, my son. Why are you here?
Like I like feel a little bit confused. What do you mean? Why am I here? What do you mean, my son?
That was the last time I saw you. When you were a mere child. You've grown. How did you get here?
I don't know. The last thing I remember was fighting some undead folk. And there was an explosion of sorts.
You shouldn't be here. You don't belong here.
Where am I? What is this place?
If I can see you so clearly and speak to you, it can't mean anything good.
What? But am I dead?
I hope that is not the case. Did you ever find your mother?
My ma? I haven't been back to see Ma and Pa since I was 16.
Your real mother.
I just kind of like, what do you mean? Wait, what? Ma and Pa are my real mother and father.
They never told you. I'm sorry, boy. Things were out of our control. We left you with people who would care for you. They are not your parents.
Then who was? Who are you? What's your name?
Dromar.
I'm sorry, could you spell that, please?
Yeah, sure. D-R-U-M-A-R.
Many thanks. Drumar? Why does that sound so familiar? Yet, I've never said it before.
You've heard it before. The last time I saw you, You heard my name.
Then what's my real mother's name?
I'm afraid I'm not permitted to say.
Wait. Have I spoken to you before? Did you come to me in a dream?
I have. I gave you my power so that you could carry on. Do you remember the cards?
Aye. As plain as day. I remember from what I saw when you left the room, you had the same cards that were left on the table in the inn that night.
That is correct. I've left you with the power of Golem, passed down through my family for generations. Now it's yours. I'm afraid I can't be of much help otherwise. You see, I've made mistakes to protect you and your mother. That's why you have to find her.
Where do I even start? I don't know anything about her. I don't know what she looks like. I don't know her name.
You'll know when you find her. Go to the Freed Lines, as I said. She's there.
Alright. It's gonna be a little bit difficult when I'm dead, though.
I have a feeling that may not be the case at all. I can see something stirring. I'm proud of you, son. You've grown to be quite a man. Glad I got to see you again.
Hey.
Goodbye.
Wait. Don't leave. There's still so much we need to talk about.
And as you call out to him and ask him to wait, you see a familiar sight as this kind of darkness slowly creeps into his blue mist and envelops it. And all at once you see it kind of disappear, leaving you alone.
Am I back in darkness?
Yes, sir, Bob.
Okay. Well. Now that I've spoken to the voice that told me to wait, I will attempt to hide in the darkness.
Okay. Make me a stealth check.
Okay.
Wow. What a show off. Okay.
Could do
So,
better.
as you see the darkness kind of envelop things, you crouch down low to the ground and start moving cautiously and carefully. And it's during this moment that, for just a second, you catch a glimpse, and you see it's hard to make out, but there is a black silhouette left in the darkness where your father was, and it's turned around and slowly walking off into the distance. And just for a moment you can make it out, and you can see it's this tall, lanky figure. Its knees bent backwards like an animal's, and when it steps, crackling kind of spreads out from its hooves. And atop of it, you can see two massive curled horns pointed upwards at the sky. And after a step or two, you watch it fade away from where your father was. But it doesn't see you, doesn't notice you.
I've seen this before.
Yeah, you have, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I guess, try to follow. Oh wait, you said they kind of vanished.
Yeah, I mean, they disappear a bit. You could definitely attempt to follow them.
Yeah, I want to try follow.
Okay. It's difficult to see, but as you slink through the darkness and the shadows, every once in a while, for just a brief moment, you see this figure take a step, and these kind of black veins spread out from where it steps on the ground. And it just looks like it's continuing slowly, steadily, just walking down this path of its own.
Okay. Yeah, I've got nothing better to do, so I'm just gonna continue following this thing.
Yeah. And you continue to follow this figure. And eventually, you see, barely in the darkness, what looks like a wall made out of a shadowy, dark mist. Maybe 20 feet high, 10 feet wide. It's almost like a gate. And you can make out this figure approaching it. And at some point, it holds its palm out flat in front of it. And you see these shadowy gates twist and turn as they open slowly. And for a brief moment, you see a red mist flow out from the gate and seep into the world that you're in. And it's at this point that you can really, truly sorry, I'm getting messages distracting me. At this moment, you can really make out the silhouette of this figure and see it clearly, very clearly. And it's as I described before. There's a few additional things you notice. It has almost a cloth-like substance flowing behind it, waving as it walks, and you can see its head in profile for a moment, and instead of a normal face, it almost looks like that of a skull, an animal skull, long, pulled out, cracked, with just dark eyes. And you can see those black tendril-like things that are spreading from its feet are crawling all over its body and almost make up its form. And you see this red mist. It almost looks as if it breathes it in for a moment, and some of its body sparkles with this red as it flows off, and it walks through this gate. Doesn't see you, as far as you can tell. The gates remain open for a moment, very slowly start closing.
I want to go through the gate.
All right. So you kind of sprint up, still crouched. And as you appear through the red mist, it breaks. And you reach solid ground at some point, and it's almost this obsidian-like rock, jagged, spiked, protruding from the ground in all different places, and in the distance, for a mere moment, you see the blue aura of your father, his arms pulled to either side, and he is bound in chains, and this figure has placed him there. And as you see this, a bright flash envelops your vision, and you go blind.
Just, let him go. Let him go. Just call out.
And
put my hands to my eyes to try and, like, get my vision back.
Yeah, you start struggling and thrashing and squirming and crying out, and it's at this moment that Gustav, Teak, Eric, and Philia, you see what was mere moments ago the lifeless corpse of Cinder, now thrashing, violently swinging his arms, crying out, give him back, let him go, and just shouting at the top of his lungs. He looks like he's almost in pain. And as you cover your eyes and try and unblind yourself, Cinder, you finally open them again, and you see the inside of this barn. Gustav, Cinder, or, Jesus, Gustav, Teak, Eric, Philia, they're all nearby around you. You're quite disoriented, but you find yourself back in the world of the living.
Where am I?
You're alright, Cinder. We're in Wild Meadow still.
Gustav?
Yeah, it's me.
Just give him a big hug.
Hug him back. I was real worried.
Yeah. Me too. It's very good to see everyone here.
Are there the members of the New Dawn there as well?
No, the
Oh,
only
it's
person there is Svarg. He's just still kind of sitting in the corner, just watching.
Two people you should really be thanking for this, Cinder, is Eric and this man here, Svarg of the New Dawn.
You see, Svarg doesn't really move much, but he gives you a stern nod.
Thank you for pulling me out of that. And turn to Eric. Just walk over to Eric and put my hands on his shoulders. Thank you so much, Eric.
Eric's gonna hug him.
Yeah, give him a hug back.
And he's gonna tell him he's glad he's back.
Does that mean we all get hug?
Maybe if you take a bath, Teak, people would hug you.
Yeah, just
Tiki ignores Eric and goes in for the group hug.
Eric skates and dies, I think. Varric, jeez.
yeah, I just give Tika a hug. And I just say, there's that smell. Cinnamon.
Whoops.
Where's Philia? Come in here.
Lilia's right next to you. She's kind of not knowing what to do because she was in denial the whole time, but now she's kind of in denial that you're back. So she's in a fun headspace.
She's always late to the game.
Let's pull her in as well.
Philia helped too. She covered you in honey.
Yeah, Cinder, you definitely noticed that, you're feeling quite sticky. Honey's been spread on you.
Believe me, I'd rather be covered in honey than where I was a minute ago.
Oh, you know how I made the wine to wake
Yes.
Cinder up? I'm just gonna offer him a glass
Okay.
or a mug.
Yeah, he's already been comforted by the smell of cinnamon.
Yes, that's good. I'd love a drink of that.
Just hand it over and offer it to everyone else.
I'll partake.
Last time Teak drink, Teak not very good at drinking. So Teak is okay.
Eric's just gonna hand the glass over to her anyway.
Teak takes it and tries to down it in one go again.
Yes, Cheek, this is part of your maturity. Building your alcohol intolerance. Or tolerance, should I say.
Philia seeing that just gonna be like, no, slow down, let me, and like helps not spill it all over herself.
Eric passes
She's
the cup
definitely
to Philia.
spilling.
Yeah,
Her
and
fingers
Philia
poke a hole
tries,
through the cup.
when Philia tries to help, Tika's gonna like go, oh, really? And then like some more is gonna spill out of her mouth and she's like, talk.
Well, you all have your wine and a cinder. What's next?
What was it like? On the other side.
It was nothing. It was darkness everywhere, at every single turn, with no one there, just nothing. It was I wouldn't wish it for anyone.
Sounds just awful.
You didn't see anything? Not even like a god of sorts? As Philia's gonna pull up her memory. You didn't
Eric's
have
gonna
a vengeful
put her
god,
hand-
that's just me.
Is that what you saw, Philia?
Something of the sort.
Was it darkness before then? Or was it just the god?
I was flying with Pip before then. It's...
I saw maybe like a previous event in my life that I'd forgotten. I guess I saw another spirit that was there. It didn't. I didn't see any god, no.
Do you, Eric?
I think I didn't see. Well, I think I went to the past.
You see something from your past too? What you
Not
forgot,
mine.
like Cinder?
Eric's gonna shake his head. Not mine. Sparring's in the back, so 3 of these people have died now.
Yep.
We're not good at our job.
And I saw a dragon. And something else. You guys
What?
had like scary ones, and Eric was just like, I'm gonna ride this dragon. I'm not sure. I kind of left it behind.
Seems different for everyone. Then
Eric will nod and look over to Svarig.
And he looks back at you.
We've had a few run-ins with dangerous situations, you see. I'm sure you understand.
I do.
you ever seen it? The other side.
Maybe once.
Or was it for you?
Darkness. Surrounded by flame.
Flame? The flames of Sudar?
That is the only thing I could imagine, yeah.
Eric will just nod.
Glad your friend is back. But I'm afraid our business is not concluded either.
Eric will nod again.
Right. Cinder, in order to get you back, we sort of agreed to something. There's a mountain far north there. I think it was called Shadow Mountain or something. Looks to the group for confirmation.
Eric will nod.
Right. We're supposed to take a look around, see if we can find anything interesting. Supposedly there was an ancient civilization there before.
Civilization.
Right, that. And supposed to use the scroll or something to contact Varag here.
Eric will nod.
We were sorting the heading there anyway, though, right? Little detour.
Sounds right to me.
Oh, okay, well.
Reginald.
He is awoken from his slumber, it appears.
Don't worry, Reginald, we're still going to the Free Plains.
Well, of course, I'll help everyone do whatever needs to be done.
Good. Now, there are some things to keep in mind. Not entirely sure how to put this. Due to the state that you were in when
when you were resurrected, there could be side effects.
I figured as much.
Can't tell you exactly what those are, but just keep it in mind.
Do I still feel sickly?
In what regards?
Like from the bite
No,
that he had before?
no. The bite doesn't really seem to be bothering you much anymore.
Oh, good. Do I still have a -1 temporary constitution?
No.
Oh, good. Good.
You are at 1 HP, though.
It's better than -24 HP. Yeah, I need to get some rest. I'm sorry.
It is, that's fine. Just see me when you awaken. One other thing to keep in mind about this: your friend was not dead. He was gravely ill, and I helped heal him. You understand?
Eric will nod.
That's great.
He
That
looks
goes with
to-
Billy's narrative the
He
entire
looks to
time.
the rest of you.
Teak looks a little confused for a second before she kind of understand the concept of, oh yes, we must die. So she nods after a brief moment.
Not true, Eric.
Eric will nod.
Billy will nod and then just be like, in her mind, my denial is justified.
I will find you all in the morrow.
Thank you again.
I
Don't thank me just yet. Still have more to go over. And he puts his hands on his knees as he pushes himself up from the seated position and slowly walks towards the door, making his way out of the barn, leaving you
Eric
guys
will
alone.
walk after him and then close the door behind him.
Okay.
Kind of just seeing him out.
Yeah. You push him out of the door very rudely, but whatever.
Get the fuck out of here, Svarig! We only love wyvern spears in this household. I'll never betray my real dad.
Harsh.
Just kidding, come back, please.
So, what you guys gonna do now?
Gonna tell Cinder why we trusted a new donor.
Yeah, and Teak will pipe in about the heroics of Brother Paul. Fill Cinder in on all the lovely details about how Brother Paul bravely got 10 zombies to chase him and then passed out.
Eric will tell Gustav what he meant by it's only an illness.
Yeah,
know,
what
you-
do you mean by that?
I don't think he's allowed to tell people that he can bring people back from the dead. and I think it's looked down upon in his church. So we're going to lie. And he's going to look over at Philia
I understand.
for no reason. If anyone asks you, he was unwell. Or gravely wounded. I don't know. Whichever one you like.
Should we be
For
lying
everyone.
about all of us then?
Eric will nod. We've never
Why?
died.
I think it's pretty believable, seeing as we're all still here.
Eric will laugh.
Aye.
All right. Yes, Cinder?
No, it's just agreeing.
Okay. What's next?
I guess we rest and then go see Svarg in the morning.
Okay. So you guys are just gonna hang out, take it easy, recuperate.
Yeah, I need to get some rest. And I'll be right back.
Okay. So yeah, you guys rest up. You get a long rest in. You know, you stay in for the rest of the day till the morning. Is anyone doing anything in particular in this time, or are you guys just chilling?
I'm studying my books.
Which
would we
books?
need to set up a watch, or are the Church of the New Dawn kind of handling watching over the town for the night?
Yeah, the New Dawn are dealing with the town.
Okay.
They
Then-
have like bonfires and stuff burning throughout the night, and
Yeah, then I think Teak would probably immediately sleep. It's been an exhausting day.
yeah, it's been hardcore. So Teek's sleeping it off. Eric's looking at his books. Philia.
Philia will help clean the honey off of Cinder.
She licks it off.
Wow,
Wow.
disgusting.
Delicious
She'll
snack.
help clean the honey off of Cinder. Will help Eric with his oldness problem.
I'm your father and you will respect me.
How are you planning on helping Eric with his oldness problem?
Like, clean up his hair a little. Like, treat him like an old man.
Wow.
Like, are your joints okay?
Like, Eric's
Good.
gonna
Maybe-
sit there and be like, what are you doing?
Maybe if you make a paint with cinnamon, you can dye his white streak some type of red color.
My goodness.
Philia, why are you touching my hair?
After the ritual, you have a gray bit up there.
Oh, what?
Philia will, like, Can she, like, press digitize, like, a very shitty mirror?
That might be beyond the reaches of prestidigitation. You could, you could prestidigitation like some water in your hand, just like show him his reflection or some shit.
I'll do that. Just be like, here, look.
Yeah. You see a very poor, difficult to see reflection of yourself, Eric, but you can make out that you have a white streak through your hair. And you look a tad older.
He's gonna, like, just be touching his face and then he's gonna see if, like, it's like, I don't know, like ash, like something on his hair, and see if he can wipe it off.
Yeah, you try and wipe it off, but Nothing happens.
Oh, so this is what they meant by side effects. He's just gonna admire himself for 5 minutes.
Wow. Embarrassing.
He's going to very proudly admire himself.
Goodness. And Philia's just sitting there watching this happen, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
You okay?
Yeah, I look great. And he's saying that with like 100% serious. What?
Oh, it's nothing. It's normally customary that we, or at least where I come from, that we try to touch things up.
Touch things?
Add a little color where the color leaves.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Very well. To each their own.
Back to my book.
Ophelia will sing some songs with Pip and Willow until she goes to bed.
Okay. So, you do that. Gustav, you doing anything in particular?
I'm back.
Try to find a quiet place, have a long think about what might be waiting on the other side for Gustav and those who were very close to him before.
Okay. Cinder, you're just resting?
Yeah.
Okay. Cinder, some things have changed for you, my friend.
Oh,
If you would
no.
like to mark these down. You are officially an undead.
Oh no.
But you get some bonuses. You have undead resistance. A +2 bonus on saving throws against disease and mind affecting effects. So that's exciting, right?
+2 on disease and mind affecting effects.
Yes. But you also have light sensitivity. So in areas of bright sunlight or within the radius of the daylight spell, you are dazzled. And you also have negative energy affinity. So
yeah, I know what that is.
Positive and negative energy are swapped around. So you are harmed by positive energy and healed by negative energy. So
Wait, but didn't my healing bombs heal the zombies?
that's not energy.
Oh, okay.
It was when Brother Paul did his good vibe stuff.
Yeah, that's the energy stuff.
Okay.
There are specific abilities that do positive or negative energy. So, like, if Brother Paul were to try and heal Cinder, he could accidentally kill him.
Okay. No cure light wounds for Cinder anymore. Only bombs.
You don't know that yet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Eric
will
kills
happen
Cinder
anyway.
part 2.
Here, Cinder, have a healing bomb. Whoops, that was a fire one.
That sounds familiar.
I don't recall.
What's the terminology for that called?
Betrayal?
Negative whatever?
Like the official name for it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just closed. Let me pull it back. It is officially called negative energy affinity.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry. This might be a good spot to take a break. I gotta deal with some stuff real quick. Depending on what happens, there's a possibility we could end early. As of right now, we're just gonna take a break.